One of the biggest questions that we get here at DigiTLC is what social media platforms should I be on? And there's a plethora of social media platforms, so it's an easy thing to understand that you would struggle a little bit with it because it would be overwhelming for any of us, really. I mean, it's been overwhelming for me in the past when I've looked at all the different channels that are available. And of course, you hear all these stories of TikTok sensations and Snapchat this and Instagram that, and all the stuff with Twitter. With Elon Musk, and there's just so many different options when it comes to posting on social media. So today, what we're going to do is break down, a few different things you can do to work out what social media channels you should be on with your business. First and foremost, you're going to have to consider your audience. Of course, where your audience spends most of their time is probably going to depict what social media platform that you start on. And the reason I say start on is because it doesn't have to just be exclusively one. It could be many, but I always recommend that you get started on one and you start working on getting consistent quality content on that one platform before you start looking at other platforms. And the reason for that is because if you spread yourself too thin, you're going to lose quality. And the reality in these days with social media content is its quality will beat quantity every single time. Okay, so you really want good quality content. So just pick one. Work out where your target market is. If you've got a young demographic, they might be on Snapchat, they might be on TikTok. If you've got an older demographic, they might be on YouTube, or they might be on Facebook or Instagram. You just got to sort of work out where you think most of them up, and that'll be a really good starting point, as I said, for deciding on the social media platform that you use. Now, the next thing to do is to do a little bit of research. So once you've got an idea of where your target audience sort of hangs out, then you can start doing some research on those specific platforms. So let's just say you decided that Facebook is where a lot of them hang out. That way you can start to understand a bit more about how that works, and how to best engage with your target market there, what type of content is typically consumed. I mean, now this is another thing that is changing all the time. Maybe we'll do another video on that somewhere down the track. But the type of content that is consumed on each platform is slightly different. So for example, on TikTok, you're going to be making short videos. YouTube right now, YouTube Shorts is the thing. Even Facebook Reels, I think it's called Instagram Reels. I think Facebook call it Reels as well. And so there's all these different ways that you can share content. So once you've decided on the platform, do a bit of research and work out what type of content people are consuming. And this is going to help you then create a content calendar. Now, I say this with a little bit of trepidation because I don't want you just to be posting things because it's on your calendar. As I said before, you want to choose quality over quantity, because it's important with any social media platform that what you're sharing is getting engagement and it has value for your audience. And the more value that you can provide through your content, the more likely it is that people will continue to like and share and continue to participate in enjoying your content, no matter what platform it is on. Your platform will also reward you by putting your content in front of more people if they can see that people are enjoying your content. So don't try and post every day if that's going to be really hard. With something like TikTok, I think you can post several times a day, or Snapchat or Twitter. And something like Facebook, you can get away with 3 times a week. So, you just got to decide on, once you're on the platform, how often you're going to post, and put together a little bit of a content calendar. And it's a good idea to think about what day of the week you can do certain things so it fits in with your schedule. So, for example, you might have something goes out on a Monday, which is motivational quote. Not that I recommend those. And Wednesday, maybe you share something about the team, and Friday, maybe you share something about your product or service. And that could be your 3 different types of content that you put out each week. And then you can put the effort and time into making sure that the content is quality. Now that you've got those 3 different times throughout the week where you're sharing your content. Now, I'll give you one more tip before we finish up this, and that is to have a look at what your competition is doing. Your competition may have been on social media or using it more effectively for a longer period of time. And this can give you some real sort of key insights into what they've learned and how they're managing to promote their business using social media. You can have a look at what channels they have most of their followers on. So, for example, if you've got a direct competitor that is already very active on social media and they have a huge TikTok following, that tells you that TikTok is probably a place where your target market is. If they have a huge Facebook following and lots of engagement, then that tells you that that's where your target market is. So always good to do a bit of research, but also keep an eye on your competition so you can understand what it is that they're doing that is super effective when it comes to choosing which platforms are going to be best for you. All right. Now, I know for a lot of you, you're probably still a bit bewildered by it all, and that's cool. It is easy to get overwhelmed. Like I said, I have been in the past, and I'm sure I will again in the future when it comes to the amount of different options that are available. And of course, as entrepreneurs, we quite often get distracted by bright, shiny objects that are brand new and you can see other people succeeding on. So it can be helpful to have somebody who is doing this every day of the week as a business, as a service to help you. And that's exactly what we do. We love helping people like you nut out exactly what strategy you should be using when it comes to promoting your business with digital marketing, whether it's social media, whether it's SEO, whether it's paid ads with Google ads or Facebook ads, maybe it's LinkedIn strategy, maybe it's an email marketing strategy, or having some sort of sales funnel set up with automation and your CRM, whatever it might be. We absolutely love helping you come up with a strategy, and then you can utilize our team to help you implement that strategy into your business. Now, the way that you get to learn a bit more about how we help you is to book in for what we call a discovery call. It's a 15-minute session. And what I promise you at this 15-minute session is you will end up with a 3-step action plan that you can take away and implement yourself. Because during our 15-minute discovery call, I'm going to do 3 things. First thing is I'm going to find out a bit about where you're at, and then I'm going to learn a bit more about where it is you want to be. I'm going to then secondly lift up the hood, have a look under, and I can usually find 1 or 2 real low-hanging fruit, things that you can change pretty quickly to get a dramatic increase in results when it comes to generating leads online. And then the third thing is that I'll leave you with a bit of an action plan, and I'll talk to you about how you work with us to implement that action plan. Or if you are comfortable doing it yourself, then that's okay as well. I won't be offended if you decide not to go to the next step. But of course, we love helping people like you get great results online. So we'd love you to. But the first step is to book in for that discovery call. So we're going to put a link down below where you can click on that link and book yourself in for a time that suits you. And hopefully what we can do then is I can help you to get the most out of your digital marketing in 2023. All right. Thanks again. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Take care. See ya.